Nothing's sold yet, has it? I haven't noticed any updates.
That spell isn't ready. Yeah, I can cast that.
I say that as if you can respond, as if I'm streaming.
That spell isn't
Something
ready.
I do mean to go back to doing. I just haven't done it.
That's still recharged.
If I'm gonna do it, I need to do it regularly, and I'm not really good at, you know. I don't eat enough fiber. I'm not that regular. It's not worthwhile going for strangle kelp.
I'm
You
out
move
of
so
range.
goddamn slow in the
Still
water.
recharged.
Sadly, I do need it. It's needed in mana
I
potions,
can't cast that
but
yet.
going all the way out there for one piece, I
That
can't.
spell isn't ready.
Look, that manga ain't that
I
good.
can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready. Yeah. That's still recharged. I need to get closer.
There may have been an attempt made recently to bring
It's
back
too
class
far away.
quests.
That
Oh,
spell
that's actually
isn't
not that
ready.
far out. I can get it.
That's still
To
recharged.
bring class quests back
I
into the
can't
game
cast that.
in retail, but I'm not sure. I don't know anything about it. Basically, simply put, I think one of them seemed like the old class
That
quest
spell
being brought
isn't
back,
ready. Yeah.
but I don't know anything
Can't
about it.
cast that yet.
I haven't played retail since the 20th anniversary.
That's
I
still
played a bit of the
recharged.
event, and that was
Need
it.
to
I
get
didn't really do
closer.
much with it because I simply, I think I was either too early and they didn't have it in LFR, or I just didn't just missed it and didn't ID it as in. I just didn't ID it within
I'm out of
LFR,
range.
so I missed out on doing
I can't
the
cast that
BRD
yet.
thing in it. But yeah, I haven't played since the 20th
That's
anniversary,
still recharged.
and
That spell isn't ready. Yeah. That's still recharged.
there's the idols done. I need 2 more knives, which means fighting the warriors. But, and short strikers.
I can't cast that yet.
But yeah, I haven't played since the 20th anniversary. But the last time I played proper is back in Shadowlands, when Shadowlands was recent. And I think it was prior to the first, like, raid tier of Shadowlands. Um, or maybe it was during the first
It's too
raid
far
tier of
away.
Shadowlands. Not sure. I just kind
That
of give up
spell
on it
isn't
around then.
ready. Yeah.
I wasn't really digging the expansion,
I
and
can't cast that yet.
then a guy I knew had made a comment about back in
That's still
BFA during the
recharged.
raids I had to be carried, and it kind of just stung. I suppose I had messed up a bit during the raids, so but I didn't think I was so bad as to need to be carried. I do recognize I made mistakes. My coordination was off, and I was messing up. I was I was stepping wrong, so I was getting hit and killed. So I accept
I'm
that,
out of
I
range.
wasn't playing great there. But I don't think I was so bad to need to be
That
carried.
spell isn't ready. Yeah.
So it just kind of stung, and yeah. I don't know. Between with Everton, I just stopped playing WoW for a while. It wasn't just their remark, but it was. I also just wasn't feeling Shadowlands. So anyway.
Hi, how are you? Alrighty then.
The equipment appears unharmed, if a bit slimy. Did you manage to find my equipment?
Off and away.
This is fantastic. Theft of my equipment has given me more insight into the nature of these marks than I could have possibly gained in weeks of observations. I know what I'm going to say in my report already. When faced with products of a technologically superior culture, the Black Silk displayed none of the curiosity characteristic of emerging cultures and humanoid species. It's brilliant. Gentlemen and Iron Forge are going to love it. Can't thank you enough, Desik. They're
day
idiots. Gotcha.
now. Be seeing you. Off and away.
A crudely knapped stone blade affixed to the long stick with sinew. A roughly carved idol depicting no discernible figure. Do you have those samples for me sent back to Ironforge?
Alrighty
Astounding,
then.
simply astounding. These are perfect, Desik. I can already see them under the glass in the museum in Ironforge. Text for display is virtually writing itself in my head. Your help has been invaluable in getting my studies back on track. How do you spell your name? I'll make sure it appears in my report. I'll make sure it appears in my report as co-author. One of the chaps on the ship gave me this treasure map to cover a gambling debt, but mythology is in my area of study. Superstitious lot, sailors. Ugh. Let me read that bit again. Your help has been invaluable in getting my studies back on track. How do you spell your name? I'll make sure it appears in my report as co-author. One of the chaps on the ship gave me this treasure map to cover a gambling debt, but mythology is my area of study. Superstitious lot, sailors.
You have a great day now.
This crudely drawn map reveals nothing of its maker, but appears to have been drawn with an unsteady hand. Wavering lines and symbols depict a small pavilion with broken columns located to the west of a partially submerged tower. The map is to be believed this cluster of ruins appears to be located on the eastern coast of the island. You have no idea what you'll find, but it's important enough for the map's creator to record. Plus 1 hit. That's interesting to see. Mount. I'm also not a fan of a change they made in WoW, where they removed elemental resistances. Armor's still around, but they removed elemental resistances. And as much as the elements tend to kick my ass, I know it just feels like as the game went on, they neutered the RPG aspects of it. So, if I was to in that hypothetical to get a chance at making my WoW, redoing expansions, tweaking things, yeah, we'll bring that back.
It's too far away. I'm out of range. I need to get closer. That's still I can't cast that yet. Ah!
Really hoping I had gotten a new ability when I saw the hammer come in, but no. I don't really see it having much use. Like, it feels very situational. Like, you have to really be surrounded by a ton of enemies to get use out of it. And I know, I feel my GCD will be better spent on something like Divine Storm than that. So, I'm just not sure on it.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
No, that isn't a plant. I thought a plant was glitching through.
Do not lose faith.
A sample chip from the crystals found in satyr settlements. I returned with the last sample for my set.
May your days
Harbinger
be long,
Mikolas accepts the
and your
last
hardships
crystal
few.
from you. That rounds out the set. All that remains is to be all that remains to be done is to box them and send them to the Exodar. The Harbinger seems to be glad to be done with the task. Don't get me wrong, Dizek. I'm sure the research is valuable, but we're faced with a number of other pressing problems out there. How can I help you, Paladin? Well done. From what I've heard, it couldn't have been an easy fight. You more than earned your reward, Dizek. I think that bear used to be a elite fight.
Remain.
Like, it used to be a party quest. Decor.
The Legion's end draws near.
This letter bears the seal of the Blood Elves. Back so soon. Have you found the missive?
Do not lose faith.
Vindicator Boros sized the document. This is in Thessalian. Fortunately, I know just a person that can translate it.
Blessings
Our chief
upon
interrogator,
your
Elsia, is fluent in Thessalian. Take the document to her and see what she has to say.
Dionys Aka.
The Legion's end.
I'm a bit busy here, Dezek. This better be important.
Remember,
Alessia reads from the document. If what this document says is true, the Blood Elves have opened a portal to the Outland. It would certainly explain their seemingly endless numbers.
remain
I need to
vigilant.
deliver this translated document to Velen personally, Dezek. I don't trust that deranged messenger. Explain to the Prophet that the Blood Elves are receiving reinforcements from the Outland, that they have a spy among the Draenei at the Exodar. Velen resides at the Vault of Lights inside the Exodar. Make haste.
Favor the road.
Translated Sunhawk Missive. Declaration from the Sun King. Sunhawks, my precious, loyal children, your king commands you. Your presence on Azeroth is of the utmost importance to both myself and the Master. Soon, the Sun Portal will be ready to transport reinforcements from Tempest Keep directly to Bloodmist Isle. We will reclaim the Exodar. We will slay the blue-skinned mongrels where they stand. Velen will pay for his crimes. King Kael'thas Sunstrider.
Each day is a blessing. Remember the
How goes the
lessons
hunt,
of the
Dezek?
past. Safe journey.
This will keep us supplied for quite a while, and preparing it for consumption will certainly keep me busy. Thank you for your help, Dezek.
May your days be long and your hardships few.
Did you manage to get the constrictor vines?
Safe journey.
They seem sturdy enough to do the job. Thank you for your help, Dezek. Contribution to Bloodwatch's defense will not be forgotten.
Remember the lessons
When
of
we
the
first
past.
encountered the Flutterers, they showed few signs of mutation. As corruption got worse and worse, as corruption got progressively worse, the moths and other species began to show signs of contamination. It has progressed to the point where they damage nearly everything they come in contact with. They're amplifying the damage being done by the crystal shards scattered by the Exodar's crash. We have no choice but to begin calling their population in the lands north of Bloodwatch.
May your days be long and your hardships
The Legion will fall.
Vindicator Elsia seems to look through you rather than at you, our mind fixated on dealing with Satyr. Have you moved against Satyr leader as I have asked? The crystal pulsates with an angry red light. Thought to believe such a thing was once part of the Exodar.
Be well.
Without their leader and with the recovery of the corrupted crystals underway, we safely keep the Satyr in check. Lord knows how many more of these wretched creatures are out there. Harbinger, Mikolas, and I are grateful for the help you provided in dealing with Satyr before they could become a large threat. Your work stands as a reminder that vigilance is the key to victory against Legion and its minions.
Do not lose faith.
So, we'll head off to the Exodar. Talk to the hand. Ah,
The Naru have not forgotten us. Be well.
we're nearly done with this, and then I can pop the other thing, and we can do the Do the Fall of Terramore. Would that really matter? If you say 20 hours, wouldn't it be 20 hours all the same? It just... You know. Like, if it's for them 20 hours ahead, it's in 20 hours time, it would still be 20 hours time for us. Unless they're doing a staggered release, which they have done previously. Go offload a few things.
Good fortune.
Okay. 1 gold. 80 silver? Sure. It's got a policy to just sell these damn cheap. Like, people may be trying to get more off them, out of them, but no. No, I need to actually hold on to that.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
It's still recharging.
Yay, another one.
Greetings, friend.
Briarthorn, bruiseweed, linen. Don't know if any of these are on I can sell. Well, we'll just hold on to the lot. We'll give it a shot. I can just vendor them if it doesn't work out. Did they speed up the mount times? Maybe.
Warm wishes to you. May your days be long.
Alright.
you join our cause?
Velen smiles. Greetings, Ezek. I have been expecting you.
Not all who
Velen begins to read the document.
boast.
Interesting. This does explain much. I thank you for the timely delivery, Ezek. You're turning out to be one of the Hand's better agents. If only we knew who they reported to in Blood Mist, and more importantly, where this sun portal was. They seem to have it tightly guarded, wherever it may be. Would you be interested in some reconnaissance work? If so, take these orders back to Vindicator Boros. Give you your
Not
next mission.
all.
Sealed Prophet. Sure. Remember that OCD I mentioned earlier? Still kicking my ass. The issue is you fixate and you get really paranoid. And yeah, I don't know how to shake it off. So I think the one thing that would work is if I, you know, just presume the worst and try the cup to be washed. But I'm just gotten to the point of hating bowing to the, you know, the like, I hate bowing to being a worry ward, you know? I just want to be normal. It's, you know, this is tiring.
Elun Adore.
Like, seriously, the OCD, and it's draining completely. Ugh. Greetings, Paladin. What have you there?
Farewell. I am listening. Good luck, friend.
I can help you get to Orbitine. Fortunately, it's only a short boat ride away. She says Orbitine, but that was destroyed in Kata. They never updated the quest. The quest actually just ended there. There's not a follow-up.
I'm out of range.
Would be nice to see what, you know, like Azure Mist and Bloodwatch look like now, you know?
Hello.
Greetings,
Big
Isaac.
stars.
Where are they now is always interesting. You know, it's just to see how places change and whatnot with the, you know, passage of time. Many years have passed since Burn Crusade, so you'd imagine Azure Watch and Blood Mist would be solidly under Draenei control and, you know, built up. Rather than just living in shards of the Exodar, they would have proper settlements and whatnot. One thing I still can't get over is Blizzard bungling StarCraft. Again, I mentioned it before, but they bungled a bit of StarCraft. Mail? Really? Oh, thank you. They bungled a bit of StarCraft. In Brood War, Karrigan mind controls
Each day is a blessing.
a Dark Templar, the Dark Temple Matriarch. Who's a pretty high-spec individual. and she does it while not even on the same planet as the Dark Temple matriarch. Like, I don't have necessarily an issue with her mind controlling her, and I don't necessarily have an issue with... Like, Kerrigan has to be powerful. For her to control the Zerg on such a level, she has to be powerful. But having her be able to mind control such a powerful individual from such a distance basically effectively makes it a plot hole for anyone ever to fight her. Or fight her beyond a pitiful struggle that they can't win. If the fight went only as far as Kerrigan's humor, you know, the fight could only go as far as Kerrigan was willing to humor them.
All prices here are reasonable.
Valiant's Expedition. Huh. Basically, like,
Arcanon Poros. Be kind.
to me, it doesn't make sense for anyone to be able to fight Kerrigan and win. Because, you know, she can mind control Razagoon or Raza whatever from planets away, and she's, you know, a high-spec psychic. You know, she's a high psi rating. What chance does everyone else who has a lower one have? Kerrigan has to be powerful, but when you give her feats of strength like that, it turns resisting her into a plot hole. Because, like, okay, she can mind control her, and in StarCraft 2, when she's searching through those buildings, why doesn't she just mind control Raynor, who's in the same fucking city and has no psychic ability, to take a gun and blow his own brains out? Why doesn't she just make the Mobius Core hand everything over to her? Why doesn't she just do this shit? You know? She's powerful enough to dominate a Protoss psychic. A Protoss from planets away. These are Terran without psychic ability. That are just average people. Why can't she do it there? I guess maybe she doesn't feel like it, but she's there to get the data cores. She realizes Raynor's trying to hide them from her, or destroy them. And she's like, you know, oh, you're trying to keep something hidden from me. How? He shouldn't have the ability to do so. 6 mage roll? Jesus Christ. He shouldn't have the ability to do so. She's Kerrigan, you know? She's queen bitch of the universe, as she put it. He shouldn't be able to hide shit from her. Moreover, she should be able to mind control Manx Algorol and make him fly himself straight into a spawning pit on Char. She managed to make Razagoon, dance like a puppet in her, you know, dance like a puppet for her. Why can't she do that to anyone else? Maybe she wants to kill him with his own hands, destroy his planet herself, personally. Fair enough. But, you know, when she did that Zerg invasion of the sector, she could have dominated them. They gave her a power and didn't really realize what they were doing with it, and then just kind of forgot about it. It's like they come up with some good settings and good characters and whatnot, but they often don't know how to continue it, or, you know, they often bungle it. It's kind of frustrating. So, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to bitch about it. It's just, I like this game. I like the world. I like the settings. I like the works they've made. But they're not the best at... They're not the best maintainers of it. Let's put it that way. The Parchment... they make great places, but they aren't good at continuing them. They're not good at working with them, you know? So... They've been kind of like it from the start. People pointed at their later works like the most recent expansion. Sons of Lozar preach inclusion and equality, or whatever it was. I honestly have forgotten the line. But they've been dodgy from the get-go, you know? They've just got worse. So, yeah, it's just, that's why I'm talking about like my hypothetical thing and then getting myself all disappointed that it's, you know, never gonna be a thing. And one thing I do want to say again, while I am saying about fixing it, like this is just like spitballed ideas I have. If I was actually to somehow wake up and be the owner of Blizzard or the owner of WoW in the morning, well, I have my own ideas for things that they could do instead. I will be probably handing it over to better writers than me. You know, I'd want better people doing it. You know, I'm not so full of myself to think I could do it. I'm just simply saying that, you know, I have a few better ideas than what they've done themselves. You know, but it's not kind of hard to have that. The bar is low. That's why I'm thinking I can do better. Hey, you know how we've established all these afterlives and stuff? Let's decanonize these on a whim and never really acknowledge it. Let's just move on. Yeah. You know, I think I could do better than that. Perhaps this old journal is what the map is referencing. Examining the book carefully, you conclude that it must be a journal. Now, yeah, we've already discovered that on the previous page. Its pages are filled with an elegant script differing from that of the map. The text of many of the pages is obscured by drawings and writings in the mapmaker's hand. It's impossible to make out text beneath mapmaker's tales of drunken carousing during shore leave. Lacking the means to read the book's contents, you think who might be able to help you separate the author's words from the mapmaker's scroll. Remember Anchorite Paetus' collection of artifacts from countless cultures? One of his experienced time might be able to help you decipher the book's contents. Well, it's a good plan, but a dangerous one. I'm sure you'll be fine. Velen states that if the Blood Elves have been opening rifts between this island and the Outland, there'll be residue or abnormalities left in the areas portals have been opened. You must search the island for locations that exhibit or display these abnormalities. Be warned, Desik. Some of these abnormalities will be creatures from the void itself. Should you find the void anomalies, slay them. Report back to me with any new information that you may find. Begin your search to the north, near the warp piston.
Remember the lessons of the past.
Yeah, I was wondering when I'll get to do this quest. Also, when did we know that this guy had a ton of collections of, you know, other cultures? Because he doesn't exactly have a camp here. Deciphering the book.
Be well.
The cover of this journal is well worn and its pages yellowed, but two sets of text are visible within. The light shined upon you and all your endeavors, Paladin. What is it you have there? This is most intriguing, yes. Should be able to make out what the original author wrote in the pages of this book. I should have everything I need for the process. This should only take a moment.
May your days be long and your hardships few.
Now let's see. In the process of translating this, I believe I learned more about the drunken exploits of a certain Andrew Clementine than the journal's author. But no matter, Mr. Clementine's contribution notwithstanding, it seems to be the journal of a man named no Kai. The entries towards the end describe a brutal battle. Take a look at this passage.
Warm wishes to you. Safe journey.
The translation's ready now, Desik. Anchorite Paeteus points out to a block of text at the end of his translation. The enemy is nearly upon us. We've gathered up all the survivors and retreated to the temple to the east. It's the last ground we truly hold on the island. Sense among survivors that we'll make our last stand here. Taking care to bury my last few possessions on the grounds of the temple, with the hope that someone will find them and know what happened here.
Be kind to those less fortunate. Remember the lessons.
You know, the Sather are pretty shit. Like, they've been on this little isolated island for how long? And you've done piss all here. Oh, we got a few tents. Yeah, well done. We've been here all 5 minutes and we got the same. We got better.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Grasses and shrubs cover a natural bulge in the earth. A few minutes. Really? I don't see any. A few minutes spent digging reveals an old box. Certainly the one mentioned in Nokai's journal. An inscription on the inside of the band reads, "A token for my love to remember me by. My own watch over my dear Nokai." A token for my love to remember me by. My own watch over my dear Nokai. If you read it a certain way, it rhymes. 8-slot bag. Despite its long time buried in the earth, this bag seems nearly new. Sadly, it's also only an 8-slot bag. Meaning it's really not that great. Fuck it, I'm not going further south. We're heading to the island now. As you've seen in SOD, when you go into the water in Classic, in Vanilla WoW, you get dismounted. At some point, they changed that. Could be Burning Crusade, late Burning Crusade, it could have been Wrath, but they changed it. Never remember that bit. Can't get over there anyway, but yeah. Prince Torrent, Dragon Riders of Laurent Aran. Are you mad? Look around you, mortal. Do not see you stand upon sundered earth. Leave this place lest you suffer as my people and I have. Why do you suffer? Are you blind as well as insane? I'm a ghost, a cruel reminder of a civilization that has long since ceased to exist, anchored to a land that I failed to protect. Long ago, 10,000 years past, I was flesh and bone just like you. I was prince of this land and a dragon rider, blessed by Ysera of the Dream. What is Ysera and how were you blessed? Have you not heard of Ysera, guardian of nature, aspect of the dream? She's matron of all green dragons. Aye, it was Ysera herself that gifted my kingdom with her brood. We stood shoulder to shoulder with the noble creatures, and they allowed us to ride them into battle against our enemies. All was well for many centuries until what? Deathwing's brood. Ysera's malevolence raised the ire of Deathwing, patron of the Black Dragon fight. They attacked us in our sleep. Many died on the initial surge, but the Greens rose to protect us. Prince Torrent points around the island. The bones are all that remain of the once great dragons. None was spared. So why are you still here? I was the last to die. As I felt my spirit leaving my mortal shell, I swore a blood oath. Prince Torrent shakes his head. A pact was made between this land and I. My blood for this world. I became the sole keeper of the history of my people. I cannot rest until I am secure in knowing that the story of the Dragon Riders of Laurent Aran is not lost to the passages of time. Huh. Those eyes. It just looks odd. It kind of looks like they've like edited eyes in, like, you know, a shoddy Photoshop job where you take a character's face and edit someone's actual eyes onto it. Just something about it looks just odd to me. I think maybe it's extra detail or something that I'm used. I don't know. Just whatever way I looked, it just looks strange to me. Not long ago, the once tranquil owlkin of the region appeared on the shores of this island. One by one, they would come to steal the bones of the fallen dragons. I don't know what would cause these creatures such distress, or why they would want the bones of the deceased, but the spirits of the brood have grown restless due to this sacrilege. To the west, across the Crimson Reach, you'll find Ragefeather Ridge. Venture to the Elkin's encampments and recover the pilfered dragon bones. You know, the elf is pretty casual for meeting a Draenei. I suppose it's... He recognizes that it's been 10,000 years. He recognizes that other races exist on the planet. So it's just like, oh, this is somewhere from somewhere else. He doesn't realize that we're an alien, we're just a foreigner. So... There we go.
Isn't ready yet. I can't cast that. isn't ready yet.
Remember, there's one guy that every time they release an expansion, he levels up to max while staying at the Pandaria starting zone. He's just like gathering herbs again and again and again, or mining, both presumably. One, I wonder if he's still doing it. Two, honestly, that's kind of painful to me. The idea of having all those herbs and presumably just having to delete them.
It's too far away. That spell isn't ready.
Because, like, think of how much XP you have to get with each level up. Think of how little XP you're getting off of each gather. So, like, from him to, under the old system, go from 1 to 80. Think of all the thousands bits of Peace Bloom, Silverleaf, Copper he would have gathered.
I need to get closer.
Like, look how much I've gotten, and I haven't done nearly as much as him. So,
I'm out of range. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that.
like, just the idea of that much being deleted just hurts me.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I need to get closer. I can't cast
But
that.
there's no mailboxes on the island. It's, like a fully instance area, basically.
Far away. That spell isn't ready yet.
So,
Still recharging.
and there's no bank, there's no nothing. And most he could do is get additional bags, but even then he'll be limited to a very low tier, and he would have had to vendor the herbs to get it.
Isn't ready.
So we would have had to waste a lot of them to do it, you know?
I
Because
can't cast that.
herbs don't vendor for much. So, yeah. The whole idea of it kind of hurts me.
It's too far away.
Awesome. And now we head back. Nails in the front. It's kind of creeped me out to look at. Well, you know, you gotta get clean once in a while. It's odd to see him as an NPC just wandering around. No, normally they're very static, you know? And here he's going for a swim. It's different, certainly. This bone has been used in a ritual. The dragon wars have long since passed. All that remains are bones and the agitated remnants of Ysera's brood. A ritual. The Oaken had lived in harmony with it. A ritual. The Oaken had lived in harmony with the land for thousands of years. Such a thing is an aberration. Such a pity. Somehow their Nasus knows my actions here. The whelps that you see on this island are the agitated spirits of Green Dragonflight. Like me, they're bound to the land, unable to ascend to their final resting place in the dream. Recovering the bones of the fallen has settled them somewhat, but you must take further action. Destroy the material manifestations. I cannot leave this place until it is done. They must be released.
I need to get closer. It's too far away. That's still ready. That spell isn't ready yet.
Why these spirits have, rude. Why these spirits have our money and some crystals, I don't know, but we really got these crystals all over the island, didn't we?
That's still
The fucking
recharged.
ghosts have them too.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharged. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharged. I can't cast that yet.
I think I might go get a drink.
That spell isn't ready yet.
It's been a while since I've had one, so...
That's still recharged. I'm out of range. That spell isn't ready yet. I need to get closer. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharged. I can't cast that.
Ah, here's the ghost mentioned previously. Have you heard of the Blood Curse, landlubber? No, of course you haven't. The Blood Curse is what sunk all these ships. The spoiled, desecrated part of the water here is known as Blood Curse Reef. Part of the world you never want to visit. Been here myself for 20 years. Scurvy my foot. I died on these wild shores as food for the dragons. Ah, but that's another story for another time. Right now, we have to help the poor souls that are trapped in that reef. They say when the world was sundered, this land cried the loudest. It was here that thousands of night owls faded into oblivion, and in their place rose terrible creatures of hate, the Naga. Obedient to their twisted queen, Ashara, they would destroy all that they ever passed through their sea. It would remain this way for thousands of years, until now. First order of business is to remove the blood-cursed Naga from the reef. The captain's kiss. Oh my.
I'm out of range.
Well, we'll have even more stuff to put up on the marketplace, though.
I can't cast that yet. I can't attack that card.
I'm probably not going to have enough funds to level my alchemy to...
That spell isn't ready. That's still recharged. That spell isn't ready.
my elbow.
I can't cast that. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that.
Yeah. Don't remember what I was saying.
That's still recharged.
I've entirely blanked. Yay.
I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
Oh yeah, I was saying, I'm just thinking about my alchemy and whatnot, and like wanting to level it, and like the only potions that are going to be relevant, probably, as they do tend to level cap out older ones, will be the Pandaria potions. But for me to get to Pandaria crafting, I need to get through the crafting for everything else. So I'll need to go through Burning Crusade, Wrath, and Kata. So
I'm out of range.
I question my ability to, like, when I'll actually get to a relevant level of I question when I'll get to a relevant level of um, I question when I'll get to a relevant level of alchemy. While I'm leveling okay right now, like, look how expensive the bruise weed was. For the 50 pieces I needed, I was going to need like 50 gold or something. It was ridiculous. And so, since basically the alchemy's a money sink, is what I'm saying. Me leveling the alchemy is going to be a money sink. It's going to be quite a while into Pandaria before I have enough money to level alchemy. So, I'm just like wondering if I'm doing the right thing, you know? Like, potions from Classic, Burning Crusade, Wrath, and Kata aren't going to be either usable or that good for people in Pandaria, you know? No one's going to want a basic bitch health potion, you know? So, it's a money sink trying to level it. And it's not till I get to Pandaria that the potions will become, you know, viable. So part of me is wondering, like, like, how long is it going to take me to get to the viable part? How much money am I going to have to spend? Part of me is wondering if tailoring will be a better option, because making and selling bags might be a more profitable endeavor. Maybe I should start trying to level tailoring already. I'll hold off on that till I do the boost. Once I do the boost, I'll drop herbalism and I'll grab tailoring, and I'll start trying to level that. And I'll focus on that at least till I get to maybe netherweave. Well, netherweave bags, and then I'll have some source of income. This land still bears the scars of the past. I wonder if they'll ever heal. Good start, but there's much more to be done. On the ledge of the reef, deeper than where you found the blood-cursed Naga, you'll find the hopeless ones, the blood-cursed voyagers, ghosts of those taken by the blood curse. It's regrettable what I ask of you now, but it must be destroyed and the curse shells brought back to me. Souls must be put to rest. Return to me when you've done this task, and I shall give you one final task. Kinda wish he just gave me these all in one go. We're coming close to exhaustion territory. Oh, here they are.
I need to get closer. It's too far away. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready. I can't cast that yet.
There we go.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I need to get close.
Second one.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. I'm out of range. That's still recharging. It's too far away. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Even the ghosts down here have these goddamn shards.
I
They really
don't
did
have
mess up
cards.
this place.
I need to get closer. That's still recharging. I'm out of range. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Okay, we double back.
It's too far away. I need to get closer. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I need a target. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
There, we're done. COC, I don't remember. I honestly don't remember what COC stands for. It's been too long since. I don't remember. Might be the challenge modes they put in. They have a new challenge mode in this. They're also actually not in Pandaria. They're not bringing in LFR, but they do have some like challenge mode dungeons that will give LFR tier equipment, just renamed. Do not mourn their demise, Desik. You've done the hopeless ones a great service, Desik. This will one final task. Destroy the leader, the Bloodcursed. To the south, you'll find Bloodcursed Isle. Atop the island, you'll find a shrine dedicated to the beloved queen of Naga, Shara. Destroy the statue, burn it in effigy. Slowly draw the ire of Atof, the Bloodcursed leader. Slay Atof and return to me. Not sure what that was about. I don't care. I just kind of want to get this done. I'm hoping to do the send-off to SOD soon. Record it. It will go up at the end of the SOD footage. It's expected sometime in September. I'm still debating on it. I have a thought, and that thought is that I could do just do it as one big episode, just to get it done with, rather than drag it out. It's just like SOD send off, and there's all the dungeon runs. Alternatively, I could group them. Like, okay, here's here's the Karazhan Crypts. Here's the Paladin Epic Mount. All the 3 dungeon runs I have to do for that. The, the stuff I have to do there. Jesus. I swear this didn't used to be the case. Getting frozen from Judgment because of, the shielding. I swear that didn't used to be the case. But,
It's too far away. I can't cast that yet.
but, yeah, I could do that. I could do that. I have. My part of me is thinking of doing it as just one episode. Part of me is thinking like I could just parse it as.
I'm out of range.
I can't really dodge past, can I?
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that. That's still retry. That spell isn't ready yet. It's too far away. I can't cast that.
God damn, we have to kill a lot to get up here. Can I skip the rest? Hoorah. But, I don't remember what I was saying. Hey folks, and I'm back. I blanked on what I was saying. So yeah, part of me was thinking I could just do it as one big episode to just get SOD over with. But then again, that might be too much. Part of me is thinking I could do normal episodes and just leave it at that. Part of me is thinking I could just group it based on the activity. Like if I'm just running Karazhan Crypts, then it's just Karazhan Crypts. But if I'm doing the Paladin Epic Mount quest, then I can list it as Paladin Epic Mount. And do the 3 dungeons in the one video. Do it that way. I don't know. I don't know what's the best way to do it. Plus, I'm wondering if my videos aren't too long, and that's driving people off them, because they may not want to watch a full, length video.
I need to get closer.
I don't know. Who dares to follow the statue of her beloved?
That's still retry. That spell isn't ready yet.
Nice. But yeah, I'm not sure how to go about it. But yeah, I'm hoping to get that recorded soon, just to get my bucket list clear. Paladin Epic Mount, Karazhan Crypts, the other new dungeon, a quick run of BRD to get to the tavern so I can do a rune quest, and then it'll also be a visit to just next to Tarn Mill to talk to a Tauren Paladin for another item for a Paladin rune quest. And I don't think there was anything else on the list. I'd have to double check. But yeah, I'm hoping to get that done soon. So, big thanks to people from Grey Parsers for that. They're the ones helping me with it.
That's still recharging.
So this quest over here with the Power Captain, this is the one that my Kyrok character would miss out on because of that mailing issue. You did it. Hundreds of souls are grateful for all that you've done. Allow me to make an offering.